Hi, today I'm going to be talking about a foundation by Revlon called Colorstay, which looks like this. Colorstay foundation has been around for as long as I can remember. I first bought mine probably, God, how old am I? 30. Probably bought it when I was about 15. They haven't changed the formula, so it clearly shows that it's a brilliant product. Tried and tested over the years and never failed to impress really. I've used it on and off since then. I do go through phases with all my makeup, and after recently discovering MAC, I have been using that every day for months now. And whilst I love the effects that MAC gives, what I have been finding, I've tried about 4 of their foundations, is that they transfer quite easily. And that's across a range of brands as well. So I found it with Laura Mercier, so the most expensive foundation that I have purchased, which is roughly about £33 a bottle, right through to your high street Maybelline, Rimmel that cost around £5. Like, I've tried all sorts, and I have a real problem with them transferring onto my hands and then onto my keyboard, onto my boyfriend when I'm meeting people and giving them a hug. I almost can feel my face sticking, and it's quite embarrassing really, because although I want high coverage, I don't want to feel or look like I've got a lot of makeup on. So I do always come back to this product, and every time I try it again I always wonder why I stopped in the first place. So I'm going to see if I can continue this for as long as I need to wear makeup. So what's great about this product, there's 2 things. It's really long lasting. So at the moment it is 9:30 at night, and I applied my makeup at about 7:30 this morning, probably a bit earlier, and I haven't reapplied it. I've probably touched my face throughout the day, been on the phone, eaten everything that is involved in a normal day, and it just hasn't budged at all. So this morning I applied it, little moisturiser beforehand, then the foundation, no powder, it doesn't need it. I'll show you in a moment what it looks like on the hands. Some blusher. I've used the new Benefit one, Bella Bamba, which is like a 3D effect, which is basically a multi-dimensional like coral pink colour, and a little bit of eyeshadow, like light shimmer dazzle dust type thing, actually from Primark for £1, but it's brilliant, and just a Barry M black eyeliner. So this has stayed on like well over 12 hours. I've not retouched it at all. Like, I hope you can see, it's just unbelievable. I've never had a foundation like it. You can see that it's covered all blemishes it needs to. It looks quite fresh and glowing. I just can't recommend it enough. Like, to me it looks as though I've literally just applied the foundation, yet it's been on a long time. So it does claim to last up to 16 hours, and it does, and I'd say it probably lasts beyond that as well. Great for a night out, but for me as well, great for work. So I do wear makeup every day, I'm meeting clients every day, so it's important for me to look good in order to feel confident in front of other people, especially as I've had a bad bout of acne and nasty skin over the last year. So now it's finally cleared up, I want to almost show it off, if you like. So I'm rambling a bit now, I'll try and hurry up. At the moment, in Boots and Superdrug in the UK, they've got 3 for 2 offer on these, so naturally bought 3. They retail at about £12, £11.99. Really good value, and I'd say a bottle, if I used it every day, obviously, well, you need quite a good dollop for your whole face, but obviously that's just once a day, you don't need to reapply. I'd say this would last me at least 3 months, probably 6, until I've finished the bottle, so it's really worth the money. It's a really thick consistency. You usually give it a really good shake before you use it. I don't know where to start really. I'll talk about little tips on how to apply it. So normally with foundation you'll either use a sponge, a brush or your fingertips. And for example, if you're using your fingertips, you'll rub it on and you just apply it as though it's a moisturiser. With the foundation brush, yeah, you're a little bit more careful. What you've got to be mindful of with this foundation is it dries, I'd say, within 10 to 30 seconds on contact with your skin. So almost instantly, really, it dries and it will not budge. Like, I've got some swatches on my hands that I'm going to talk through in a minute, which I put on just a moment ago, are absolutely bone dry and are not budging. You can see from me just rubbing like this. So I'd need to put some face wash or hand wash and a nail brush in order to get that off. So it's pretty intense. So the way I would apply it, or the way I do apply it, is I get either a little cotton wool pad or a little sponge and I pour a dollop onto it, and then I get a foundation brush and I get a little bit on the brush and I apply it in really fast strokes, section by section. So it probably takes a little bit longer to apply, but as you can see, the effects are really natural and really, really long lasting. So I can do a full tutorial of me applying it if anyone's interested, but essentially that's all you do. So you've got your dollop, you get a brush, and I apply it first of all on my chin. So I do like really, really, really fast strokes around my chin like that. Next dollop, upper lip like this, up onto the nose next. And then I sort of do around the jawline really light feathery strokes like this because it dries instantly, and you don't want to just do, say, a small patch like this. You want to do fast so it's all in colour blocks almost, and try not to take your time when you're doing the next bit. So yeah, just do it really, really fast strokes like that, and it should do it. I've tried applying with my fingertips before. I found it really hard to blend, and I found that it's then stuck to my fingertips and hard to rub off. A sponge works well too, sponge or a brush, but try and be really, really quick and move section by section, but quickly, if that makes sense. In terms of when it comes to removing it at night though, I've been fine with my normal sort of face wash or whatever. I mean, I've got a little bit of an unusual way of removing my makeup, but it's completely cleared my skin and just worked wonders for my skin, and that's Vaseline. You've probably heard me raving about it before. So it's almost bedtime now, so what I'll do is I'll tie all my hair back, and then on dry skin I'll get a big dollop of just plain Vaseline, not the stuff for lip or anything, just regular Vaseline, and I'll rub a layer all over the face and all over the eye makeup because it'll get rid of like waterproof eye makeup as well. And you just rub and rub and rub, and then you get your cotton wool pads and just wipe everything off. It probably takes me about 3 goes before everything's completely removed. But yeah, it comes off with like Vaseline or face washes. So Origins do really good face washes that get rid of it too. So it's not a problem in removing it, just to make sure everyone's aware that it stays put, but it can be removed. It's not a hassle to remove. So looking at the 3 for 2 offer, I think it's important to not buy the same brand, bottle, tone, formula, whatever, and I think it's important to basically get as much across the range as you can. So I'm kind of babbling because I'm really tired, but what I mean here is, rather than just buying 3 versions of this, what I've done is I bought 3 different shades and then 2 of the same formula and 1 different. So there's a few reasons for this, and I think if anyone else is like me, they'd do the same, where my skin tone changes every day. So today, I mean, I'm at, like, I feel quite pale at the moment. I like to spray tan and use fake bake at home, sort of. Well, I'd like to be able to do it once a week, but there's always something going on. I never have time. So I feel quite pale at the moment. But like I say, if I end up fake tanning at the weekend, I'm going to be considerably darker than this because I like to go quite deep with my fake tans. So I've got 2 different shades for that, and then I've got a different formula. So the original formula is combination oily. So even though my skin gets breakouts, it is very dry, and I find this perfect for it because I tend to moisturise before. Moisturiser wise, I use Oilatum's face cream that's quite new this year that's brilliant. You can buy it in Boots for about £7, amazing. So I put quite a lot of moisturiser on first, and then wait, sort of go brush my teeth or whatever in the morning, give it about 10 minutes to soak in, and then apply this. And this formula's been perfect, so don't be put off by it saying combination oily, because I'm not, and it suits me fine. But they did launch a couple of years ago a version for normal dry skin, so I've only bought one of these because the original formula is really, really, really high coverage, and I mean, you only need one layer. I mean, luckily I haven't got any blemishes anymore, but say if I was to have any blemishes, it would get rid of them straight away. Whereas this, even though it claims to be full coverage, it's not quite. So you'd probably just need two layers to get rid of if you've got any spots or anything like that. And it's also a little bit lighter. So in the consistency, I mean. So there's some swatches here, and this first one is the one for the dry skin, and when I feel it, it just feels smooth. It feels like my own skin. These two here are the oily, combination oily formulas, the original ones. They feel thick, they feel waxy and coated. They don't transfer at all, though, as you can see. I'm rubbing like mad, and they're not moving anywhere. But they are, yeah, it's a different consistency completely. But yeah, I think it's good for me to have a lighter version of this product, if you like, because as we enter summer, I won't really need or want the full heavy coverage, so it's just nice to have it's kind of like, I'm not brave enough for a tinted moisturiser, but this is the next best thing. The other best selling point, which has brought me back to this product time and time again, is the whole thing that it doesn't transfer at all. So, like, I can rub my face like this. I can be quite sort of rough. It just doesn't appear on my hands at all. It's not on my keyboard, it's not on my boyfriend, it's not on my clothes. It's just brilliant. It doesn't transfer at all. I've yet to find anything else that doesn't transfer like that. I think Maybelline Do One, I've tried that and that hasn't been very good. Years and years ago I tried Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I remember thinking was okay, but like, it can't have been that good, else I would have continued purchasing it. So yeah, I'm aware that I've rambled on a little bit now, so I'm going to stop. But I just wanted to talk to you all about this product and make you aware that it's out there, first of all, that it's brilliant if you want high coverage like me, but that it looks fairly natural. Something that lasts for like 16 hours plus, something that doesn't transfer, and something that comes in great shades. So as I mentioned briefly a minute ago, I've got 3 completely different shades here to match whether I'm pale, fake tanned, or the darkest one I've got for when it's summer. The changes between each shade, like if I just put these in order of 320, 330, 340, are really, really, really subtle, which is just what you need, because although your skin tone and colour does change day to day, it doesn't change too dramatically. So you want the subtlety, which is what you get with these. And the really, really, really natural, flattering colours as well. There's no sort of pinky or orangey undertones. They're quite yellow based. So even though I actually, when I've been had my makeover at MAC, they said I'm an NW, which is for neutral warm. So warm being I've got pink, natural pink undertones and stuff. The shades that Revlon do appear to have yellow undertones, and they're just perfect. Like, I've obviously didn't apply any foundation to my neck, so I've stopped on my jawline, and it blends completely matches my chest and the rest of my body. So it's a perfect match. Great shades, and a bargain really. If you look at the other products that are available, at only £12 a bottle, so take advantage of the 3 for 2 as well. Be adventurous, don't just get the same shade and the same formula, try a few while it's on offer. And the beauty of you staying with the same brand foundation as well is you can mix them all. So I might not be quite that colour, I might be more that, but I can mix the two. So experiment, and yeah, let me know what you think of the foundation if you've tried it. And also, I'd be really pleased to hear sort of any results or any queries you've got, or also any other foundations that you might have tried that are great for not transferring and lasting all the day. So that's it. Thank you for watching.